This is a re-upload of a session I did last year with a dog named Chase, a German Shepherd mix named Chase, and this is another example of why you should not buy your elderly parent a young dog, especially a German Shepherd, which was the case with this individual, the family. Now, I had never done a second session with this family. I followed up a week later, see how things were going. They sent me a text, said everything's better with Chase. I don't know where Chase is or how this family is doing. That was the last time that I had heard from them. I sent them the video as well as the instructions and the protocol I created for them. I hope they're doing great, but if I don't hear back from a family after a first session, then I just leave it be and move on. But again, this dog was fairly rebellious like Ranger, although I would say to a much higher degree. And so this is why it's important to focus on rules, boundaries, structure, and discipline. You're going to need it to a higher level with a more headstrong dog like this. Especially the history with this dog was that it had never gotten those things from the previous owners, which is why I think this dog was taken to a shelter. They couldn't handle this dog. So you need to focus on those things. Affection should not be in the conversation, or at least very minimal and only at the right times. These dogs need leadership, not love. So for this next part, we took Chase outside. I wanted to see how he was on a leash, and I also wanted to get him focused on a task or an activity. German Shepherds, they're much more mentally driven, right? You need to mentally stimulate a dog like this more so than physically. So giving a structured walk to a dog like Chase, these higher drive dogs, is a great way to burn that mental energy. And along the way, we are building some self-control in Chase because he can't act on every impulse that would lead him to chase things or see a dog and run after it or bark at the kids. All of those things we want to eliminate by providing the structure he needs outside, and as well as establishing some boundaries when he's on a leash. Now, this didn't go as smoothly as I had wanted it to. Chase is a good candidate for a halty. Usually if I have a dog who does not respond well to instruction with the leash and collar, and Chase was one of those where he actually didn't pull so much. He wasn't forward moving. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that he constantly wanted to smell things. But when he did see a dog in the environment, he did become very overstimulated, overexcited, and he wanted to move forward towards that dog. But given that the collar that was on him kept slipping down to the base of his neck, that's not an ideal thing. And even though I adjusted it and I tightened it up, it was still slipping down to the base of his neck. And so usually when I have a dog like that who isn't responding that well with a regular collar, and I have a collar that's constantly sliding down the neck, even if I adjust it, those are the dogs that I would deem to be a better candidate for a halty, especially when the person who's mainly handling this dog is going to be an older individual. So a halty, especially for an older individual, is going to make it a lot easier for them to handle the dog. It's going to dissipate that forward momentum if the dog moves forward towards something, and it's going to make it a lot easier for that individual to redirect the focus and attention of the dog if it fixates on something in the environment. Now, this dog has pulled down the owner to the ground. As a result of that, there was an incident where the dog was on a leash, and I believe Chase saw a child or heard something outside and began running back and forth inside the home, and ended up pulling the older gentleman down to the ground. And so we want to avoid that, and a halty would be a great tool to minimize the risk of that happening. But all in all, Chase actually was not that bad on a leash, even though I had to kind of do a makeshift slip lead with the leash because the collar wasn't quite working. He really, especially being a German Shepherd and being a teenage dog and having a bit of a higher drive, he really didn't do that bad on the leash. But he does need structure. He definitely does need rules. There needs to be some boundaries in place. There's going to be a lot of repetition involved in getting him really, really good outside to where he's not reacting to things in the environment and he's indifferent and now following and paying attention to the owner.
I actually use a different collar. Yeah. It's called the prongs. I don't know.
No, it's just that this one just kind of slips down.
That's why.
Yeah. That's the only reason. But this should be all right. Not really pulling, it's just that he wants to keep smelling. So I'm just trying to prevent him from doing that because I need to get him focused a little bit more. So kind of making like a makeshift slip lead, it's helping a little bit. The collar, yeah, he's like, when I would pull down, the collar would slip all the way down. it wasn't really helping at all.
Okay.
But this is doing much better. Right? Now he's not biting the leash so much. Now he just wants to smell things, which is a much better problem to have than him being constantly combative.
Mm-hmm.
Move around. Very good. Okay. He's giving me my space. I like that. And he's a little bit calmer than he was out there. The only trick is, though, is even when he's calm, you'll see if something shows up, he's going to get really excited again. He'll start fixating. He may start barking, jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the moments you got to step in. Like what I would do if, I don't know, does anyone ever come out in this backyard?
Once in a while, but it depends on them.
Okay. Now
Because they have dogs.
okay. So has he ever met the dogs yet?
I think one of them.
One of them.
I don't know
Okay.
about the other one.
Okay. Because if it ever happens where you're out here and maybe Chase is tied up and a dog comes out and he starts charging the fence, you just want to do kind of the same thing I did in there, just get in between him. Well, I guess maybe I didn't do it in there, but what I did on the sidewalk, where I blocked him, you want to block him from moving forward towards the fence and just kind of send him away.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to, just grab his collar, kind of lead him away.
Yeah.
But you want to just stop all that forward movement towards the fence. I mean, that's the easiest way to set a boundary, is get between him and whatever it is. Maybe it's the counter or anything, something on the floor.
I don't know if my sister told you this, but he did something on Easter.
No.
He got the ham.
Oh, yes, she did tell me.
No, she did.
That's right. I heard you got a ham. Chase. That's right. She did tell me that. Yeah, you were eating good on Easter, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. And then the next day he got some papaya. But at
Ugh.
least it's good for him.
Ooh, did you like that?
Because I looked it up and say, oh, it's good for him. Vitamins,
Yeah,
fiber.
sure. I'm
Don't
surprised
eat
he liked it. I mean, it depends on the dog. Like my dogs love melons and apples, bananas. Some dogs don't care for it,
Yeah, he likes bananas. My dad
Okay.
gives him bananas.
Perfect. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay, Chase. I like the fact that you're being a lot more respectful here. Like you're not invading my space, jumping on me, trying to mouth me. Okay. There was a moment in the most recent video with Chase the German Shepherd where we were outside on a leash, and it cut to Chase being on a long line, and I had put some text in that video saying that just before the video started, I had to address Chase in a firm way because he was jumping on me, and he was essentially trying to mount me, but he was being disrespectful about it. And Greg in the comments had asked, hey, what did you do? Like, what did you do to assert this boundary to him? Now, I had already sent Greg a message, but I don't like there to be gaps in the footage like that, especially where crucial things happen, and it was my fuck up. I ran out of room on my phone. I thought I had enough room for the session, but it turns out I didn't. So that was my fault. Moving forward in future sessions, I'll make sure I have enough room for everything. But what I did, so Grizz, come here. I'm going to use Grizz as an example. Come here, buddy. All I did was, if Chase was jumping on me, he was like trying to mount me, right? First thing I did was I just pushed him down, but he did it again. So what I did was I stood up and I took a step towards him, but I just firmly grabbed his collar on both sides and I kind of sat him down. But I also gave him a stern look and I told him no. And then I let go when he remained in place. And then he did it again and I just did the same thing. I grabbed, put two hands on his collar, sat him down. Said no again, gave him a very assertive look. I was firm with him. And I only had to do it a couple of times before, that's when he stopped, and that's when I was going through my phone and making room so we could start filming again. So that's how that sequence played out. You'll see something similar. I'll include a clip of Beckman doing something similar. It's not exactly how I did it, but it's similar to what Beckman does, his two-handed, what he does when he grabs a dog by the collar with two hands. It was similar to that. Where I just got firm with him, grabbed the collar, sat him down, and let him know I don't appreciate that. Respect my space. But that was what happened in between ending the walk, putting him on the line, and then the video starting again.
He spirals right here, and I'm on. There's that look again, and then I'm going to be on him. Right after this look, I grab. We're over it. We are over it. You are over this behavior from your dog at your house. It doesn't matter who's number 2 and number 3. You are number 1. There are people who think dominance doesn't exist. They actually know it exists, but they want to tell you it doesn't exist.
Right.
Where is... Here, get me the phone. Okay, there you go.
All right. Let's go, Chase. There you go. Okay. Okay. We're gonna see how he does in here. You can let him off. Yeah, okay. You can let him off. Okay. Now let's put him over here. Okay. Now we'll gate that off. Okay, good. Be great to see if we can catch a noise or something too.
Probably when I sat down, see?
You see, that's a moment when I would take it down.
I was thinking he might do that.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna block. Yep, yeah. You see, he doesn't like it now. The fact that I told him to get off the couch. It's not that you can't be on the couch, Chase, but you got to earn that. Now let's see if he. Okay, that's good. He didn't jump on you either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, this is what he does.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't throw the ball.
Mm-mm. Okay.
In fact, the best thing you can do is just ignore him. We're just gonna ignore you for a minute, Chase. Hey. And if he keeps it up, just go in the crate. See, it's usually with the younger dogs too. I kind of have like a 3-strike rule.
Mm-hmm.
With the older dogs, I'm not as lenient because, and it's not his fault that he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
But he is at an age where we should have higher levels of expectations for him. So I wouldn't be as great, or I wouldn't be as lenient with how many chances you give him. There you go. Very good. With the ball. See, if I pull back and I recoil, then I show weakness. But if I push him back and I claim the object, I'm saying, no, this is mine now. And see, he doesn't like that. So he wants to fight me for it. But you see this mouthing he's doing now, that can lead to him actually biting because he's not getting what he wants.
Right.
Well, see, I don't want to do that to you, Chase. See, he's never been used to somebody telling him, oh, you can't have that, or this is mine now.
Right.
So he's gonna fight to the death over it. See, he's a tough-minded boy. But really, he's doing the same thing to you, you know? Like, get away from my human. That's
Yeah.
mine. So, we'll do this differently. I don't want to say anything to him because I don't want to add to the excitement. You don't need to get mad with him. Don't get frustrated. Just continue to be persistent in the boundary that you're setting, which is, this is mine. You're not having it. Because he thinks he owns the ball. But now when he gives up the ownership to me, and he stops fighting over it, and he shows respect, he's patient, he shows manners, then he can have it. This is how, so we're reestablishing the expectations that he needs to follow to get what he wants. rather than him just taking it from you or demanding that you play with him. There's a whole new way he's got to go about getting what he wants. Mm-hmm. So this is how we eliminate the pushiness, the demanding side of him, the I'm going to control you type demeanor he's got. And now he's got to play by your rules.
Mm-hmm.
You're halfway there. You're doing good. Yeah, you're halfway there. Starting to give up. See, I want to walk away from it. So, because I'm going to give him a chance to show me that he's not going to go towards it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I know he understands. Okay, it's mine. That's what I'm looking for. Very good. Very good. See, I want his attention on me too, which is what he did. He looked away from the ball. Now you can't have it on there. He looked away from the ball towards B, which is his sign to me saying, all right, I get it. I'm going to wait for you to tell me when I can have it. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Good. We're there. Now it's just a matter of repeating that over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. But you shouldn't have to do it many times. Usually, with a strong dog like him, 2-3 times, and that should be enough before the wheels start turning in his head and he no longer fights you for the ball. Or whatever it is. It could be food, ball, whatever. Like you said, he does great with the food. But he probably cares more about the ball or the toys.
Yeah.
he seeks to go the toys more than anything. Okay. I'm just going to let him investigate me. Yep.
Hey.
It's okay.
Behave.
It's all right.
Behave.
Because I'm just going to, if I just push him away, I'm going to claim my space here a little bit. Just want to let him know I don't want him jumping on me. So with dogs, it's always better, rather than using words, use your body. Mm-hmm. That'll send a much clearer message to him. Because a lot of times too, if we use words a lot, it tends to add excitement to things, rather than if I just push him away repeatedly, that will send a stronger message. Oh yeah, you smell my dog, don't you? Yeah, definitely. You definitely smell my dog.
You have some dogs too?
I have one, but I have dogs coming in and out.
Yeah.
But I have my dog. Okay, so we got some play biting here. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, so the biting usually happens for a few different reasons. One, he's overexcited. He's looking for something to use his mouth on. But nobody in the past has told him that I don't want you to use your mouth on me. I want you to use your mouth on something you can have. Mm-hmm. Now, the trap people fall into is you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, well, give the dog a toy or something to chew on rather than you. But the problem with that is that you're not actually setting a boundary first to let him know, I don't want you to do that. But when you respect that boundary, okay, now you can have something to chew on.
Yeah, no, she supply all the garbage that you see around the
Yeah, so the main thing here is I just want to claim my space, let him know, I don't want him to invade my space without my permission. I also don't want him to mouth me. I don't want him to jump on me.
It's one of his toys to tear up.
Does that noise tend to set him off too, or no? Okay. Now that's much better. That's much better, Chase. Because you should reach a point where if you consistently do that, where he just leaves you alone, right? This is what I want. I want him to give me my space. Mm-hmm. And that goes for when you stand up. If you walk to the other side of the house, he shouldn't be jumping all over you or demanding that you play with him like that. If he brings you a ball, I wouldn't just start throwing it with him.
Okay.
Because that,
okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Those are the little details that make a big difference to him. Because what he's doing is he's essentially he's making a demand where he's saying, I want you to play with me. And if we give into that demand, then he's going to think that, okay, I can make a demand and I'll get my way. But it would be better for him.
Because I did get him to stop barking like he used to bark at us when he wants to go outside.
Okay, so he was doing that. Demand bar. Okay.
But then now, like, I put him in his cage for a couple minutes and then I let him out.
Okay.
But he stopped doing that. But now he's back on to like a little biting,
Little
like
biting.
little nips.
Is the cheer there?
Yeah, that's his chair.
Well, here's what we can do. Because we want to, with the furniture or anything, we want to make him earn those things. So rather than him getting up whenever he feels like it, I would much rather him respect the rules, respect you, and then when he shows he's going to respect that, then he can be up on the furniture. Hey. Right? So when he does try to jump up, usually I'll just block the dog. Hey. See. Now this is usually normal for younger dogs. So him being at this age, he shouldn't be doing it to this extent. It just means that whoever he was with before, there was no rules, there was no boundaries, there was no And if you grab the collar, you should be able to get him to calm down. Right? Hey. There you go. So I'm just basically letting him know, hey, knock it off. Don't do that. And then when he stops, I'll let go. If he wants to re-engage that way, I'll do it again. And I'll just repeat it until he no longer does that. Hey. So with dogs like him, there's a level of assertiveness you have to take with them. Otherwise, they'll just never respect you. Yeah, just like that. I claim that. I don't want him on the furniture. Hey. Okay. You hold that for a second. I'm gonna get just a little bit more firm. Now he wants to turn it into a game.
Yeah.
Leash.
Yes. Papa, can you get the leash down in the hallway?
Which one?
Probably the thicker one.
Anyone, yeah, whatever you got.
Or whatever, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the leash biting and all that, that's usually stuff that younger dogs do.
Okay.
So the fact that he's still at that stage, just, yeah, like I said, it just means wherever he came from, it was like a free-for-all. There was no work done.
Not at all.
None at all. And that's why you see his state of mind, like he's all over the place. Hey. So what I want to do with the leash is I want to prevent him from running away from me. Because I'm trying to be more assertive with him, and his next move is to run. It's like, no. You're going to deal with this. You're not going to run away from it. I'm trying to establish some sort of leadership with you, but I can't have you avoiding me. Because that's his way of trying to control the dynamic, where he's like, no, I don't want to stay here. Well, if you use a leash, see like this. it makes it to where he has to confront you, or be confronted by you, and it allows him to it just like the crate. You're restricting his freedom to the level where he should calm down, and that's what you really want, because the state of mind he's in is way too excited, way too all over the place. Now, is he like that all the time, Salvador, where he's just kind of his mind is all over the place?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He runs back to the window there.
Okay.
When he heard noise outside,
Okay.
he goes back and forth.
So in between when he hears noises, does
There's
it?
a lot of cats.
A lot of kids.
In the house, cats.
So he's always hearing stuff.
And he look and then he see a cat dog, he go crazy barking.
Okay.
He goes back and that's and see if he sees the
It's back in. Now, does the gate help at all? Like, if you force
Yeah.
Yeah, like closer than
So
you
far,
stay.
he doesn't know how to, jump.
Oh, you haven't figured that out yet? Okay.
No.
Because usually, and this is what I would advise, even though he's a little bit older, is we'll just do the same things that we would normally do with a younger dog,
Okay.
since none of that was done. Which you only want to give a younger dog the amount of freedom that they can handle. So in the house, it would be he spends time in the crate, and then when he's not in the crate, you have just a small space that he can have. And that's the only space he can occupy, because if he has too much freedom, you see what he does with it. He's just all over the place. Here's a noise, it's back and forth, chewing the car. It's chaos, right?
Yeah.
So we restrict the access he has, at least for a little
And
bit.
he don't learn how to. If he learn how to go over there, it would be easy
Right.
probably.
Right. Well, and that's good that he hasn't yet. So we'll just deal with that as long as we
Because
can.
that's what we're curious, because we've been taking him out on the leash when he needs to go to the bathroom. We did let him out, but then he got into stuff, and then he started digging
Okay.
at certain spots, especially right by the AC.
So that's like you can't even let him outside by himself without him
Mm-hmm.
trying to pick something up. But it's all a symptom of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if everything up to this point has been just I can do whatever I want, then no matter where he goes, he's gonna think he can do whatever he wants.
Before, when we used to have a dog outside, I used to have a dog. We were furry like, but that dog, if he could learn how to go over the fence, a 4 feet fence, he would have gone because people used to like to stop and watch him because he go out
Jump all the way over the wow.
and go over the fence.
Yeah.
He didn't even learn how to go over.
He couldn't get all the way over.
He couldn't go over because he was just jumping up. But he can go
Mm-hmm.
above the
High enough.
high
You can
enough
see
to
his
go
head
over.
above the
Yeah.
Right.
Because that was back then when we were, like, I was small. Then we stopped doing that because of the laws. Because we can't have an outside dog at all times. Yeah, we used to. And there's actually like a little space for a dog outside.
Sure. When I saw it was fenced in, but
Yep.
it's a little small, which is fine. I mean, it's enough to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. What is the law then? You just can't leave them outside a lot.
For a couple, like only a couple hours now.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody
Probably
follows that
not.
law now.
Yeah, probably.
Unless somebody complain.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which I mean, it depends on the dog. Like you got a husky and it's the middle of winter. Like those dogs are made for that. But
Right.
if you've got
This one, I think this one can take the cold too.
yeah. Oh, the cold. Yeah. The heat not so much, but the cold.
The cold.
For sure.
Because I remember when I used to be, the one time that we had this much snow. Instead, he was laying down in the,
Yeah. No, they love it.
like it was
They love
a
it.
mattress
Yeah,
there.
that's right. They love it. And now, you see, just putting a leash on him,
Mm-hmm.
he's able to sit in one spot. Because now we're not letting him.
Run.
Will this help with, like, with children?
When you have children over here?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, it's just what he needs the most is structure.
Mm-hmm.
So we need rules, we need boundaries, and we need some structure for him to follow. So that will pertain to having a schedule, a routine every day, and then making sure we enforce the boundaries which are set. So we're essentially giving him something that he can follow. That the goal is to build respect from him.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you continually enforce a rule or a boundary, that's what leads to an expectation. So he's never had expectations put on him before, I'm sure. So now you see, even with this, like he's doing a great job just hanging out in one spot, but he wants something to chew on, right? So this would be one of those moments where it's like, okay, you're doing great. He's calmed down a little bit. I have no issue with giving him something he can chew on. So rather than the leash, you know, I don't know. Does he have a favorite toy or anything?
The one right by your foot.
You like this one, Chase?
Yeah, there was
Here.
twice as big as that.
Yeah, he's a chewer. He just.
Yeah, and that's fine. That chewing instinct is usually strong when they're young. You don't see it as much when they. I mean, they do still desire to chew things when they get older, but it's not like this intense need. But even now, I mean, my dog's 2 years old. I love to give her things to chew on every day.
Yeah, we're way to get rid of. We used to have like his favorite toy was like lamb chop.
Okay. Yeah.
But we stopped giving it to him because he keep ruining it and it's all over the place.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend. I like food related stuff more than like the fake bones or the squeaky.
Yeah.
She put something inside here and frozen and he gave it.
Right.
Oh, that little green thing over there.
This one.
Part of the leash chewing though is he just doesn't like the fact that he's on the leash. So he's the type where it's like you put any kind of control over him and he doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they usually let you know that they're discontented by biting the leash and trying to, you know, mouth you and that sort of thing. But it's what you just kind of stick with it, where you're just letting them know that you're not going to win this little fight. One thing I like to do is I'll just kind of make a fist where the leash connects to the collar. That way he can't bite the leash. Because I don't want to encourage that either.
Mm-hmm.
Here. And then it's just a matter of repeating things.
Okay.
Consistency is very, very important. If I have the mindset where I'm like, I'll do this all day long. You want to keep biting the leash, then I will keep letting you know I don't like it. See all this avoidance. He doesn't like the fact that someone's coming in and kind of restricting him a little bit. So he fights. He wants to run the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it don't work that way, buddy. I'm sorry, it don't work that way.